Alright, so here we are back again in the same map that I've been working on all the commands with. This is the starting area for the adventure that I've been working on. So you can see down there, that's the arena that I had shown you in the very first video. Right now it's not connected to the whole adventure, but eventually it will. Right here, you can set the difficulty of the map when you first enter the starting zone. And then down here for my uses, I have teleports and whatnot to get me to certain areas. The biblioteca library is where I'm going to end up putting all the commands that I've used and also all the teleporters. Right now I have it set down here with the village just because I haven't really picked out an area of the map where I want it. But here's the arena teleporter, the world spawn, the Tipset Village, and Castle Brimshaw. And then the last one that I made is the Spiral Island, and that's where the adventure starts. So this island in particular, this area was just the ocean. It was just water when I first got there. And all the land that you see here, I used the clone command to put it there. Over here you can see the land itself. This is where I copied everything from, and I just put it in little chunks around where I wanted it. Essentially I wanted a spiral, so I just did a shape that I wanted on the water, and then I copied the stuff along that shape. The buildings themselves I built, and the paths connecting most of the areas I built as well. You can see, like, you start here in the port, and then there's a little road that goes all the way around. It goes up that hill, and eventually it leads all the way to the end. You actually start out in this platform here next to that little robot, and to beat this particular part you need to talk to the NPCs that are inside the buildings. These aren't villagers, these are actually part of the education edition of Minecraft, but when you use commands you can summon them, and you could actually give them little lists so they can talk to the player in adventure mode. All around the island here, there's command blocks underneath it. I'm not going to show all of them right now. There's literally over 100 command blocks that are on each little part, and they pretty much just help the whole map work. Let me show you down here. This is another thing that I made with the clone command. So I found this little sunken ship in the island when it wasn't planned, but I figured I wanted to use it for something. So I cloned it down here in a few different spots in case I messed it up. And in this one in particular, I made a ghost ship. And I wanted the ghost ship to come out of the water and swim into port. I didn't build this from scratch. I literally just changed the wood on the sunken ship that was already there, and I added a few things to the build. So let me hit this button to get the animation started. So this teleports us up top, and it plays the music right there. So as the ship comes into port, it also changes the lights that are on the port, and you can kind of see them float upwards as it goes by them. And you could also see the little particles that are falling off the ship. Those are actually the skulls that are on the top. When you have tile droppings turned on, those fall off, so there's another command that takes them out of the ground afterwards. This map is technically finished. All it really needs is some tweaks here and there with the redstone. I've tested it myself, so it's a little hard to see where things need since I was the one that made it. And I have had a few friends help me test it, and it really does help when somebody else does. I play this on the Xbox, so if anybody really wants to test it out and help me with the commands and whatnot, Follow me on Twitch at Haunted Spears, and we can try to set up a time to get that done. This was the last project that I worked on with the clone commands. There are a few things that I'd like to make. I don't want to make too long of a tutorial just because the channel is not big enough yet to post more than 10-minute videos, but I'll try to make a few of the shorter ones as soon as I can. So let me know what you think in the comments, and if there's anything else you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll see you on the next video.